Hey everybody, it's the Review Revolution, back at you again with another little story to share with you. Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds away, when along came a spider, sat down beside her, and frightened Miss Muffet away. Sounds very charming, very innocent. Little spider came over, she saw it, ran off screaming. Maybe it was put there by her little brother. Who knows? But some people are scared of spiders. Well, if you believe in Mcfarlane'S version of this nursery rhyme, you would be too. Fair warning: if you're afraid of spiders, this is not for you. So this is the only one you're getting. Here we have the portrait of Miss Muffet with her 8-legged companion there. And cool thing is that no matter how you turn this picture, yeah, that's going to be pretty creepy no matter what. Of course, Miss Muffet on the packaging, the sticker for the McFarlane monsters, and then of course the wonderful portrait of the figure. And in some ways, I'm really eager to get this open because I'm not sure which one's the main figure. I don't know if it's going to be Miss Muffet or if it's the actual spider. But yeah, I can't wait to get this open. I can't wait to get a look at these two. Oh, fantastic! Now, as mentioned, this is the Twisted Fairy Tale. So Hansel and Gretel were the fairy tales. Peter and Miss Muffet are the nursery rhymes. And got 2 more yet to come. Not going to bother with the write-up. What we'll do is we'll go ahead, we'll pop Miss Muffet open, and have some fun. Be right back. Alright everybody, thanks for sticking around. We've got the 2-pack open, and no, this is not the way they're actually supposed to be displayed. But with the 2 figures that you get, and the accessories that they come with, it just goes to show that even though there's a specific way that you can put them together, if you use a little imagination, you can actually come up with some pretty cool stuff aside from that. Now, like Peter, the original nursery rhyme said, Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet. So, here's Miss Muffet. Certainly not the Miss Muffet that the nursery rhyme is probably speaking of. Probably pretty far from it, actually. Just incredible figure. Really, really nice. Really, really hot. Oh, man. This is one hot lady. You know, on top of the fact that, you know, her sculpt is fantastic. I mean, there's so much to appreciate on her. The paint apps on it are great. I mean, they're just so nice. I love that on a corset, they've got these kind of 2-tone pink on it. So it's not just all one solid color. It's actually kind of broken up with a little extra color there. No blood, no discoloration. You know, nothing gory happening on her. It's actually, you know, she's actually pretty clean. But they do go ahead and give the eye something to kind of look over as far as giving these 2 tones of pink, as well as the black laces here, the silver spikes on the leather, the pink on the black glove, and even, you know, keeping that kind of flame pattern of hot pink and laces going up those thigh-high boots. Just completely takes your mind out of the Miss Muffet that you might be thinking of from a child. You know, you might be tempted to think of the old Miss Muffet from the story. No. We're going to put you in a totally different mindset from the start. There are 2 things. Well, there's a lot of things actually to like about this figure, but 2 things in particular on the paint that I think are really, really cool. On the head. Now, the head is actually pretty involved. It's got a lot of sculpt to it. You know, nothing really around the eyes, no hair sculpt, so to speak. Just kind of this black hood that she has on, and then these leather straps. You know, you can see the little rivets here, the side, and then ultimately buckled up here at the top. Got the laces on the back of the neck. And really nice sculpt on the head. But it's actually in her mouth. It's actually her mouth that I am really impressed with. When you look at it, Let's see if you can get a good look here. The lipstick is applied very cleanly. It looks very, very nice. You know the sculpt around her mouth. I mean, it's just a very beautifully sculpted face for what we can see. But the lipstick is painted on there very clean. You can actually see her teeth. No splotches, no over or under painting. The paint on her teeth is fantastic. And I'm not sure if the light will catch it. I'll do my best to show you. But you can even see her tongue inside her mouth. So, you know, whereas they could have just sculpted an open mouth and painted the lips red, I mean, they actually went in and did her teeth and painted those and got her tongue inside her head. I mean, that's just going above and beyond anything you would expect from a figure like this. It's just incredible. Now, the other thing I like, and I didn't really pay attention to it at first when I was in the pack, but when I got it open, I realized that on her top here, particularly on her top, now on the legs too in some places, but on the top, you can see where there's the gray, and then the flesh tone comes through it a little bit more. It's kind of this uneven gray color. Well, what we see here is that her undershirt, her undergarments, you know, the stockings or the leggings she has here, and then the top underneath the corset, it's apparently some kind of nylon or some kind of sheer material that in the places where it's being pulled tightly across her body, like here on her back, or around where there are the buckles, on her shoulder, on her arm, you know, any place where the fabric would be pulled taut, it's pressing up against her skin so that you can see through it. That is cool. I don't care what anybody says. That is really, really cool. Fantastic. On her articulation, now her head does turn. There is a twist at the arm right here above the or below the strap. Here on the spike part of the arm, again, another twist. Leg twist at the boot, and here as well. So again, kind of pre-posed, can't move it too far off center. She has two pegs, which I'll get into with the spider here in a minute. She's got two pegs on the hand and then one on the elbow, hand and elbow. These actually peg into the spider, so you really have to be in a very specific kind of pose for that to really fit. Now the spider. I talked about Miss Muffet so much, but the spider, take a look. Oh, it's so creepy just holding on to this thing. I mean, taking a look at the back here with the kind of the discoloration on its abdomen, multiple eyes staring up, kind of the predator mandible face. But it's underneath here where you can see inside his chompers. And I don't know if the light picks it up, but there is kind of this sheen on it, almost like there's like saliva or something on the inside. And here he is about to bite down. Really, really creepy thing. Definitely not something I would recommend for anybody who's got a fear of spiders. Because even though he's plastic, he is big. I mean, it is huge. It's just creepy. In a lot of ways, I'd refer to this as a two-pack because I do consider the spider to be a separate figure. Let's see if we can get focus. 7 of the 8 legs have articulated hinges on the legs. The only one that doesn't is this one right here. This is the only one that's actually fixed. And the reason for that is because right here, there is the hole for the hand on this Muffet. And then here, even though this one's articulated, it has the peg for her elbow. So very, very creepy. Yeah, it's almost something you could just lay in. If you're into practical jokes for Halloween, you set that next to somebody's pillow when they wake up, and they're going to get you a punch in the face. Now, as famous as Miss Muffet is, we can't forget about her little TUFFET, her little stool, which is pretty basic, but it's nicely painted. Actually, it looks like it has kind of a leather seat on it. and the legs are actually nicely sculpted. So, you know, it's not just a basic like 3-stool, you know, like sticks. It actually has a little attention paid to it. And lastly, her bowl of curds. Got the spoon sticking out. Nice china pattern. Actually, it's flattened here on the side so that, you know, once it pegs in, it'll lay all spilled. But really, really good. Every aspect of this particular pack is just very well done. So far, this one is coming in at my favorite of the 6 so far. Peter was close, but he's kind of dark. Miss Muffet, with the way they did this figure, she is definitely coming in as probably my favorite so far. We'll take a moment. We'll go ahead and peg everything together, and let you get a look at the frightened Miss Muffet away. Be right back. All right. Well, it took some doing, but we've got the parts all put together, and we've got the spider attack. And I got to tell you, I mean, it's a little tricky to put together. I mean, there's no instructions for how to put this together. You have to kind of go by what's in the pack, and you know where you can find the pegs and the holes. But once you get it together, I mean, even especially with as tough as it is, I think this really comes off as a masterpiece. This is a masterpiece of a figure or of a set, because again, I consider the spider as much part of the figure as Miss Muffet, if not even possibly more so. But really, really disturbing, really scary. Actually, that's just the whole concept of this spider laying in wait somewhere, and then once she's alone, just springing on her and attacking her. Oh yeah. So think twice before you squash the next 8-legged visitor in your house. Could have a big brother hanging around, just keeping an eye on you. For everybody, I certainly thank you for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, join the revolution. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.